What's up with the What's Though YouTube? I'm Deron the Mastodon and welcome to another episode of Respect the Six. If this is your first time on the series, be sure to check out the other episodes that I posted. If you rock with the content and you want to see some more, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. Also in the description below will be the links to all my social media, as well as the link to my other YouTube page, Spiculations616. So go ahead and check that out as well. And of course, before we start the video, gotta shout out the Mafia, man. Shout out to the V6 Mafia, man. We in the building. All right, y'all, so y'all see the title. I'm going to be replacing one of the actuators in my car because one of them is going bad. If you heard in the last video, it's making a clink noise. It's kind of fucking annoying, so I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. But this is not gonna be like a typical install video that I do. There's not gonna be too much footage of me doing any wrenching. I didn't have my tripod with me at the time that I was doing this, so it's kind of hard to film with one hand and try to take this apart with the other hand. I mean, it's not impossible, but you know, if I'm trying to put out a good quality video, I would need my tripod. So if anything, this video is gonna show you guys how to access the blend actuator through the passenger side. All right, because that's where the problem is for me, is on the passenger side.
All right, I'll see you when you get back, Dad. All right, love you. See you later. Hey, did you watch a video on that and shit? See, when I first started out.
No, you good, bro. I'm gonna hide this shit mid.
Yeah, my first couple runs, I didn't have ACs and stuff like that. Just isolating, like really focusing on it. But my pec's starting to get back up into condition and everything. And I want to start getting.
Right, once you pop up that side panel, you have 6 screws to remove. You can use a 7mm socket too. It'll be one right here, one right there, one right there. That's 4, 5, and then 6. So you gotta remove all 6 of them, and of course, like I just showed you, as well as these 2 right here. And I'll pop off this whole thing. I think there's like 3 tabs that the bottom of this is holding on to, but once you take off them screws, this whole thing will come off.
So do you like the troubleshooting on cars or no?
Like what do you mean?
Yeah, like let's say there's a...
God damn it.
Hold that for you while you get that one right there.
And you might want to pop these 2 plugs out from the side so you get a little bit of room, because it is tight as fuck back there. There's going to be 2 screws that hold the actuator in place. Now, the one that I showed y'all that I removed, that's the easiest one to remove. The one in the back, that one is a little bit harder. That's why I told you to remove all those things, as well as have a shorter ratchet, because then it makes it a little bit easier to remove that screw to free up the actuator. I didn't get footage of that because me and my boy Charles, we were working on that shit, trying to get it out. But one other thing too is that when you remove the actuator, make sure you look at where those gears are placed at, because when you put the new one in, you want the gears to line up the same exact way. All right, or else you're just not gonna fix the problem if you don't do it that way. You know what I'm saying? You're just gonna get that clinking noise all over again. So make sure when you remove the bad actuator, you look at the gears, see where they're at, and you put the new one in the exact same way.
All right.
Yo. Yeah, I would have done it by now.
Yeah, it would have.
So yeah,
so now let's test it now. Well, it could because is that why it would be week 2?
Nah, it's probably, I don't know.
That could be a fan issue, or it could be. Oh, now check it out.
Hi, shit. We keep that in the video. I need to put the weed down. I need to put that Stephen A. clip in there.
Off the weed.
y'all, that's pretty much gonna wrap up this episode of Respect the Six. But before I go, if y'all tune in to the next episode of Respect the Six, I will be talking about merch. Those of you that follow me on Instagram, you've already seen the design that I came up with. I have multiple designs, multiple color waves. So in the next episode, I'm gonna show y'all that. So make sure you have the notification bell on. So when I drop that video, you go ahead and check it out. So you get all the info on how you can cop the V6 Mafia merch. All right. So with that being said, if you haven't done so already, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and again, hit that notification bell. But until then, y'all, I got one question for you.
Are you in the Mafia?
Am I in a what?